The phone rang and I already knew who it was, but I was exhausted. Same client, but new crisis. He was paying me $400 a month and was draining every ounce of energy that I had. And that's when I realized low-paying clients are the most expensive ones. He was in a tough spot. He was running a low-margin restaurant business, and he was always in a panic. I really felt for the guy. That's why I kept answering the phone. But every call was an emergency or a crisis. And we were doing monthly bookkeeping for $400 a month. But I was turning into his therapist. And I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to lose a client, but I was losing my mind. And it felt like I wasn't running a business. It felt like I was surviving one bad client to the next. And that's when I realized it wasn't that I didn't have enough work or have enough clients, it's that I was picking the wrong clients. If you're only getting clients through referrals or word of mouth, this is for you. I call it the referral trap. You see, most accountants and other service professionals, they don't market themselves, but not because they're lazy, no. It's because they don't know how. So when you're in the referral trap and you're dependent on referrals and word of mouth, then you are more than likely going to say yes to any lead that comes in the door. And that's just a product of the referrals and word of mouth don't come consistently. I had an accounting practice that I grew over the years with the referrals and word of mouth, but I got burned out. And finally I decided that I wanted to grow and raise my prices and market. So I hired marketing agencies and I did Facebook ads, I did cold email, and I did LinkedIn DMs. And it didn't really get me any farther, but I spent $50,000 and basically lost it all. And it wasn't until I was in that really awful place that I just started posting content online. And I went viral on LinkedIn several times. I have over 20 million views on LinkedIn. And that is what gave me this huge realization that marketing, that making content, making videos works. All right, so let's say you're an accountant and you have a service business and you're in this referrals, word of mouth limbo, and you want to move on to having leads coming in the door and you get to pick who you work with. The key is making content, but making content is a long game, right? You have to make it for a while for it to work. So here's one really tactical thing I do with my marketing clients that helps them. We run free dinners on Facebook, meaning you would take your phone and record yourself saying, hey, I'm offering a free dinner to any business owner who's unhappy with their accountant. And then what we do is we take that video and we pay Facebook to show it to a lot of people within 15 or 20 miles of your office. What you're gonna get is people are gonna fill out a form, because who doesn't want a free dinner? And they're gonna say, hey, I'm a business owner. Are you happy with your accountant? Yes or no? And you get leads this way. It is expensive and it's not the greatest way to do it, but it closes the gap in between while you make content and you start posting videos and you build that muscle and you want business right now. And so that's what I'm doing for accountants right now, because I'm an accountant that felt the pain of referrals and word of mouth. I started making content, I went viral, and then other accounts were like, hey, how are you doing that? And that transformed into this. So if you're interested, just leave a comment and I'll reach out to you.